Hi guys, Amy Starr Allen here, and I'm out in my backyard. It's a beautiful day here in Boulder, Colorado. We have some guys on their way over to do some work on the yard. I'm hanging out here with my daughter Ava, and just wanted to shoot a quick video before the lawnmowers and everything start cranking up over here. Here's Ava. She's
Hi, Mommy.
she's home from school today because she sprained her ankle a couple days ago on that trampoline right there on the other side of the fence.
See, here's my sprained ankle.
There's her sprained ankle, and there's her crutches, and I just decided that I didn't want her to go to school today because she's having a hard time getting around, and I didn't want her to feel left out by all the kids running around at school. And that's one of the beautiful things about having a home-based business, is that I can be home with my kids if, for just because, which I love. And so I want to get into the topic of today's video, which is the number one question that you need to answer in order to have success in your life. And so I'm going to set the camera down and sit down. And so hopefully that's okay. I guess we'll find out after I'm done shooting the video. Whether you can even see me on the camera right now.
Mommy, look how much popcorn I already ate.
Oh my goodness.
This is so good.
Oh, good. Yeah, so the number one question, in my opinion, that you need to ask yourself if you expect to have success in your life is, what do I need to do to make it happen? So oftentimes, what I've seen is that people tend to focus on actions that they need to take in order to have success. Like, what marketing strategy do I need to implement, or what copywriting skills do I need, or what technical skills do I need to learn in order to set up a website or whatever. But I think more important than any of those is to just really get rid of the fear and the limiting beliefs that come from things that have happened in the past. Oftentimes, Ava's dumping pretzels into a bowl right now. Oftentimes, what people do is that they base what's going to happen in the future off of what's already happened in the past. So in other words, if you've tried to have a home-based business before, or you've tried to have any business, or you've tried to just be successful in a sales job, or you've tried to be an A student in school, or whatever it is for you, you've tried to be a star player on your soccer team, it doesn't matter what it is. If you have tried to be successful at something and it hasn't failed, you haven't gotten where you've wanted to go, then what happens is people tend to base their future off of what has happened in the past, and so they think that because it didn't work out before, it's not going to work out again. And it might be an unconscious thing that's going on where you don't even realize that that's in your way, that that's stopping you, but the fact of the matter is that it is. And there's no rational, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just not rational to think that way, because you're basing the future off of something that hasn't even happened yet. So, there's a lot of different ways that we can shift that for ourselves. I'm reading a book right now called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's absolutely incredible, and I'll talk about. We have a book club for our team where we read a bunch of we read books together, and just transformational books. So I'll invite you to that in a little while. But I'm learning a lot about different ways that we can shift the fear-based thinking that we have that gets in our way of having success in our lives. And one of the ways, and I know that this has worked for me many times in my life, is it's actually anger. So when you get to the point in your life where you're just so sick and tired of not having the life that you want, and you're ready to make a change because you're just so angry, a lot of times that's where a big shift can happen. And that can happen in a lot of different ways. For example, I saw an example in this book where there was a farmer who was walking to the field to work when he realized he forgot his cigarettes. And he turned around and started walking back, and it was like 2 miles back to get his cigarettes. And he got so pissed off that he was actually like at the whim of his cigarettes. Like his life was being ruled by this habit, and he got so pissed off about it that in that moment he turned back around, started walking back towards, the farm without his cigarettes, and had never smoked again after that. He just decided, this is ridiculous that I'm going to walk 2 miles to get my cigarettes, and I'm done with this. Another thing that happens for people oftentimes, and this has happened for me before, is when someone tells me that there's no way I can do something, it gets me angry in a way that makes me just want to do it that much more. So I just invite you to use your anger or the doubt of other people to fuel your fire, to just drive you that much more. There's something called the power of deep desire. And what that is if your desire, it's just what it sounds like. If your desire is strong enough and that you draw a line in the sand and you say, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna have this no matter what, it's very, very powerful. And a lot of times when we have naysayers in our lives telling us that we can't, that deep desire, that power of deep desire becomes even stronger, because we're fueled by the fact that it's a challenge to us. So rather than having it stop you in your life, you can take it on as a challenge. Like, I'm going to show them that this is possible. And the thing is that it is. Saying that I can't do something because you couldn't do it in the past, it has nothing to do with what's going to happen in the future. There was another example that was given in psychocybernetics where somebody asked this man, I don't remember who it was, but they asked him, can you play the piano? And he said, I don't know. And they said, what do you mean, I don't know? Like, that's a yes or no question. He said, I've never tried. So think of it like that. Whether you can do something or not has nothing to do with the past. It has to do with whether or not you want to do it and what you're telling yourself. So think about what thoughts are you thinking? How do you think? Do you say I can't, or do you say how can I? So anyway, just some food for thought as far as success and what needs to happen. What do you need to do to make it happen? You need to change your thinking and make sure that you're thinking about what you want, expecting what you want, instead of thinking about what has happened in the past and what hasn't worked in the past, and how you've defined yourself based on that, because you can redefine yourself today, starting today. And so I invite you to do that. Now, if you're interested in personal development like I am, I've been studying personal development for a little over 15 years, heavily, and I am on a daily basis doing it, listening to audios and reading new books and things like that. If you're someone that's interested in shifting your mindset and growing as a person and developing in this way, I invite you to take a closer look at what we're doing on our Team Shine and Team Be the Change. We are, that's what we're about. We're about personal development. And you'll see a link below this video where you can learn more about who we are and what we're up to and how you can join our team. It's literally $25 to get started with our team, and we have amazing stuff happening. We have a book club, like I said, where we read amazing books like this as a team, where we can have conversations about the books that we're reading. We have a weekly hangout, Google Hangout, where we get together and we discuss different topics, personal development, every single week. And we also help people get past their limiting beliefs about money and provide a vehicle for people who want to have a lot more abundance in their lives financially. So we provide that as well. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can click the link below to learn more about that. And I would love to meet you, and I would love to be on this journey with you, this personal development journey, because it's fantastic, and it's as far as I'm concerned, if you're not growing, what's the point of living? I'm constantly, pushing myself out of my comfort zone pretty much on a daily basis, and it's just awesome. So so I just wanted to shoot this quick video today to help you, think about that question, the number one question about what it takes to be successful, and what do you need to do to make it happen. So I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to meeting you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.